Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Now we've got something really special for you. We've gone for this translucent tentacle jellyfish theme with the amazing Amanda, who's built this amazing coral reef ocean theme for us using turquoise tones and translucent materials to give this aqua backdrop for us. And we also had Jade with us from JDCCreations that have done this amazing translucent makeup for us as well. And Hannah's, as always, back with us modelling. And we're going to be showing you a few different lighting setups. So some of maybe a coral reef vibe and then some of a deep ocean vibe. And we've also got this silver Mylar, which is going to play a massive effect in our images today. Now, our first lighting setup is a 3-light setup. You probably can't see all of the lights because some of them are tucked behind our backdrop. But first of all, we've got our main light, which is a 70cm octobox, which is just going to be hitting Hannah. It's very, very directional. Because of this large jellyfish hat, we get a lot of shadows underneath Hannah. So we've had to put this more direct to her than normally we have it overhanging, pointing down. And we've got our 2 strip lights, which is going to be illuminating all the translucent materials behind to give us the colours to pop Hannah off this backdrop. So I'm just going to do a shot for you just as we are. And as always, I'm going to be shooting at 200ths of a second, f800 ISO. I'm just going to be shooting 3/4 length. And I'm shooting slightly at an angle with this lighting setup because I want this strip light at the back to be blasting through, giving us all these colours and textures. So this is how the images are going to be looking. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn these kick lights off and you can now see what each light is doing. Our first light, as mentioned, is our 70cm octobox. Now, as mentioned, is that hitting Hannah directly just to avoid the shadow underneath Hannah's eyes if we had this higher. So this is just going to be illuminating Hannah, and it will illuminate some of our backdrop, but not enough. So as you can see, we get a very, very dark backdrop, which you may think is going to lift Hannah off the backdrop because we got all these dark tones, but I want to be bringing out all these props that Amanda's also brought in. So this light is just going to be lifting off Hannah off the backdrop and getting some great images there. And we're going to turn on each kick light. They're going to be on the same power. This is on probably a 1/4 power. So we've got our strip light now turned on, and what it's going to be doing is illuminating this side of our backdrop. We've got this amazing hand-painted backdrop and these translucent materials here. Now I may be shooting at a slight angle this way, but the light's going to feather across our backdrop and be evenly lit and give us some more detail within our scene. So if I just do a couple now, you can now see how much that has improved our image. But what is more important is actually the other kick light with the other strip light on. So we've got all this coral reef effect here, and it just looks really, really stunning and gives us that ocean vibe. We want that to be coming through, but slightly out of focus, but it does look like Hannah is in the ocean. So I'm going to go turn it on. It is on the same power at the moment, but you will just see a massive difference when this is on. You can already see from the modelling bulb where the light is going to be falling. So as I just turn and take some more shots this way, you can now see that effect coming through, and you will see that light just blasting through. You may see a few white patches, but what we don't want to be doing, which is why it's so important to be getting our composition right, is we don't want that backlight appearing in our images, as you can see now. So we do want to still keep it nice and tight here, and we can grab a few really wonderful coral reef looking images there. And I don't mind getting the Mylar in as well. So we are going to be doing our next lighting setup using the Mylar, but what we wanted it for at the moment is we can get a wonderful top reflection. If we start angling this upwards, we get some really wonderful effects there. So as if Hannah is just on the top of the ocean, that you will get a reflection there. Just to grab a couple more. There we go. And yeah, really liking that effect there. But I think we could tweak this a little bit further. So I'm going to change a couple of these lights, and we're going to go for a more deep ocean feel now. So guys, what I've done is I've swapped our strip light on this side to a blue gel to give a deeper ocean feel. But what it also does is it also lifts Hannah off our backdrop a little bit more as well with these blues. And this softbox is really giving that translucent feel here. So don't be afraid once you've got all your lights set up, to start changing different lights for gels to see what different effects you can actually create. So it's the same lighting setup, just swapped one of them over for a gel. And even with the silver Mylar, we're getting some wonderful effects here. The only thing I would say you need to actually do is make sure that this is going to be a straight line, because the ocean is never like at an angle, it's always straight. So just make sure when you are shooting, you are keeping that line as it is. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm not shooting head on. It's just because there was so many props here. But if I do shoot head on, I may have to move this light slightly over just so I can get in place with Hannah. But if we do some head on, we're still getting some wonderful images, and we're just getting the edge of this coral in our images there. And this is looking really good. And we're just using that silver Mylar to our effect. Now, if you want to go even darker and get more of this silver Mylar working for us, we're going to swap this light out and try and get some water ripple effects around Hannah and a more deeper ocean vibe. So what we have done now is just swapped a few lights around and put some of the same modifiers back. So I've taken the blue gel off, but I've now put the strip light back on because we still want this illuminating. But what we've actually done, which you don't normally do, and it's sort of a rule that we don't normally break, is we're going to do a bit of uplighting. Okay, so what's going to happen is we've got our snoot on. I haven't put a grid on because it's going to create a lovely pool of light here. But this hat of the jellyfish is now going to be illuminating Hannah. So if I just do a couple of shots now, can you see we get this focus ball of light on Hannah, and this hat is what is softening the light all around Hannah to actually illuminate. So this hat is actually bouncing a lot of light back, and we're getting this wonderful luminous effect, which you often find with jellyfish when you do watch all these documentaries with David Attenborough, is that the jellyfish often illuminates. So this is kind of going with that feel there. So we're just going to grab a couple more as we are. Now, if you are worried that that is too bright, you can turn it down. So if we go down by half a stop, we can get really lovely effects there. You will need to watch out for the shadows, especially with Hannah's hands. So if I could just get a few with hands in, you may just get a few shots there with a bit of shadow, but we don't actually mind, because what we're actually getting is this wonderful glow here, and it's just lifting Hannah's face off with the makeup too. And if we just do some really nice close-up shots as well, we can then see all the different looks you can actually achieve that. And normally you wouldn't actually do this because you don't normally want to do uplighting because it looks a little bit Halloweeny, but for this it's worked really well. What I am going to be doing, I am going to put a grid on just to see what different effects we can achieve here. So putting our little grid on, which I'm just going to take off just to actually show you without taking the whole snoot off. Okay, it's just a little honeycomb grid. You can just see here, and what this is going to do is just focus that beam a lot more on Hannah's face. Now you may need to go up by one stop by putting this grid on, but as we've got the modelling bulb on, I can see where it's going to go, and I'm just going to do a quick little test shot just in case we need to turn it up. There we go. Right, let's have a quick look. Wow, look at that. We don't even need to change it, but we get this really deeper ocean, eerie feeling with the jellyfish there. So let's just try a couple of other shots here and see what we can actually achieve, because that looks brilliant. And you just got to give these ideas a go. I didn't even know that was going to work until just then. What might be interesting is to swap this light back for the blue and just see if we can get a more aqua feel as well. I've just swapped that strip light out back for the blue to gel, just to give a darker blue vibe. And we just got that grid back on this snoot, and we're getting this wonderful dark blue effect, just popping Hannah off there. Because sometimes when you do look at jellyfish, you only see the main body of them, so which is why this grid is just giving that pool of light. We're getting some great images here. And that strip light just at the back there, it's not causing too much distraction with the props. It's just coming through the tiniest little bit. Some people may prefer it if I turn it up, but I'm quite happy with where it is. And we're just going to get just a few images. I may even do a few closer up ones as well, and those are looking really great there, and I'm really pleased with those. But again, as mentioned in this video, I just want to get this silver mylar, just giving that water ripple effect and maybe getting Hannah touching the water. But as the hat is so big, we may have to take the hat off and get Hannah to use it as a prop now. So what we have done now, we've moved this snoot to now hit the silver mylar. So we're going to get these ripple effects. But as Hannah holds out this jellyfish hat and we're going to act it as a jellyfish prop, it's going to also illuminate that. So we're going to get the ripples and also this acting as a reflector towards Hannah. So if I just get Hannah to hold out, Dave's going to waft the mylar so we get different ripples for every single look. And you can now see we get this wonderful underwater effect. We're getting the mylar reflecting the jellyfish, and I'm trying to be quick just because this is so heavy in Hannah's hands. But again, some wonderful effects there, just as you can see. Hannah's got some brilliant effects there, and we just get that wonderful light on our jellyfish, which is just reflecting into Hannah. But now we're going to make it a bit easier for Hannah. We're going to drop the hat and now remove it, and I'm going to get Hannah as if she's reaching for the surface now, and we're going to show you how we can get more ripples with this silver mylar. So Amanda's just taken that out. So to get a ripple effect with silver mylar as if you are underwater, you can try many different modifiers, but the best one we actually found is using a snoot and directly pointing it up at the silver mylar. And we've got Dave with us again, who's just going to be wafting this gold mylar to give that motion within the water. And Hannah's going to be reaching up for the surface. So we get a wonderful reflection in this mylar as well. I may have to ask Dave just to do a little step back just because I'm just getting the edge of the board in. We get this wonderful effect here and the ripples appearing. And you can see we get some really interesting results. But Dave, could you really waft it? Because I want to see if we can get some more interesting results, some more light appearing in different places. So the more you waft the silver mylar, the different ripples you are going to be getting. So I'm just going to shoot nice and low. You can even shoot really low, like how I am now, to just get as much of that reflection appearing. Don't be afraid to ever do a step back and shoot even lower, just to get some wonderful effects there. Getting some wonderful effects off the dress as well. And we have got our other lights on, but we can do this with just one light if needed to get a darker tone. So we're going to turn those back lights off and just show you the difference. This is going to look a lot darker previously to other shots. But I'm going to be kneeling now and shooting up towards Hannah so we get all that silver mylar appearing. Can you see the different ripples we get, different effects? The light's always moving. And if Dave wafts a little bit harder for me, we get some different effects there. And it's just reaching up. And this is what's amazing about silver mylar, is it really can create this amazing underwater look. And with the makeup and the set design, we are getting some incredible images there, as if we are on an ocean floor. So we've got a final look for you. We've got Hannah sat on the seed bed. We're going to use this coral reef effect as our backdrop and props. And what we're going to be doing is, as we're on the seed bed, we kind of wanted to give some like smoky haze bubble effect. So we got our Smoke Ninja out, got it on the dry ice settings, and Dave's going to put some around the bottom of the Hannah and just behind her too, just to give a little bit of a hazy effect. But you're going to see this blue gel now really popping off as well. So Dave, if you want to go in. So while Dave is doing that, we just got our snoot back here, still hitting the silver mylar. It's not going to reach the whole bottom of Hannah, but we have turned it up so we may get a few more ripples. Just got this octobox just to lift off Hannah from our blue gel. We're getting some wonderful effects there. As you can see, I'm shooting a little bit fast for some reason on that last one, but we've got some wonderful effects there. And can you see all the different colours coming off this dress here? So Dave, could we do some more if that's okay? And I hope this setup gets you inspired to get more creative with your photography. I will be putting links to Amanda and Jade in the description. And as sorry, Dave's put some more smoke in. I better just take a couple of shots, and I'll just do a few more. And what I am doing with this is I'm shooting slightly upwards just to get all these different effects here. But if we could do that one last time, that'd be amazing. Yeah, so our Smoke Ninja we've been using for a few months, and the dry ice effect is brilliant We're just going to grab a couple more shots there for you. And we just got to be careful not to get that strip light in our photos, but we're getting some wonderful effects there just to finish off. Now, I hope you have enjoyed that video. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps us out massively. Thank you to my amazing team, Amanda, Jade, Hannah, Dave, and Chris, who have all helped me out today to film this video for you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much.